My child, stop for a moment. Yes, you. You not scroll past this. I need your attention right now. This is not a coincidence. This is not just another message passing through your day. I am calling you, and I am calling you urgently. Open this fully, listen closely, because what I am about to say is not something you can afford to ignore. You have been sensing it, haven't you? That quiet tension in your spirit. That feeling that something is not quite right, that something is shifting, but you can't fully explain it. You tried to distract yourself, to push it aside, to tell yourself it is nothing. But I tell you now, it is not nothing. It is me, reaching for you, interrupting your routine because I love you too much to let you drift any further without hearing my voice. This is an emergency, but not in the way the world speaks of emergencies. There is no panic here, no chaos. This is a divine urgency, a moment that cannot be delayed, a window that will not stay open forever. I am stepping into your now because what comes next in your life depends on what you choose to do after this moment. Do you understand how important this is, my child? There are things you have been overlooking. There are whispers you have ignored, signs you brushed aside, decisions you postponed. And I have been patient with you. I have waited. I have watched. I have gently nudged your heart again and again. But now, I am raising my voice, not in anger, but in love, because I refuse to let you miss what I have prepared for you. This message, it carries weight. It carries direction. It carries protection. And if you lean in, if you truly listen, you will begin to see what I have been trying to show you all along. So stay here with me. Do not rush away. Let your heart settle for a moment. Let the noise fade, because I am about to speak into the very place where you have been searching for answers. And my child, if you feel something stirring inside you right now, if you feel that this moment is different, then do not keep it to yourself. Like this video as a sign that you are listening. Comment "I hear you" as your response to my call. Share this with 3 people who need to hear my voice today, because they are searching just like you. And subscribe, so you do not miss when I speak again. Lift this message, give it momentum, because someone else's breakthrough is waiting on your obedience. Now stay with me, because what I am about to reveal next is something your heart hath been waiting for, even if you did not have the words to ask for it. My child, I see you more clearly than you see yourself. I know the thoughts that have been weighing on your mind, the quiet questions you have been too afraid to say out loud. You have been carrying things in silence, smiling on the outside while something inside you feels tired, stretched, and uncertain. But nothing about your struggle has been hidden from me. I have watched you in those moments when you felt alone, when you wondered if anyone truly understood what you were going through. I was there in the stillness of your nights, when your thoughts would not slow down. I heard every sigh, every whispered prayer, even the ones you felt were too small or too broken to matter. My child, they all reached me. You have been trying to hold everything together, haven't you? Trying to stay strong, trying to figure things out on your own, trying not to fall behind. There were moments when you felt like you were losing direction, like you were standing still while everything around you kept moving forward. And in those moments, doubt began to creep in, telling you that maybe you missed something, maybe you are too late, maybe you are not enough. But I tell you now, those thoughts are not your truth. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not disqualified from what I have spoken over your life. What you are feeling right now is not the end of your story. It is a moment of transition, a place where I am drawing you closer so you can hear me more clearly than ever before. I see the weight you have been carrying, the responsibilities that feel heavier than they should, the expectations you placed on yourself, the pressure to make the right choices, to not mess things up, to somehow have everything figured out. My child, I never asked you to carry all of that alone. You have also been questioning my silence. There were times when you called out to me and it felt like nothing answered back. Times when you waited and waited, wondering if I was still there, wondering if I had heard you at all. But listen carefully, I was never absent. I was working in places you could not see, aligning things you could not yet understand, protecting you in ways you may never fully realize. Even your delays have purpose. Even your pauses have meaning. Nothing has been wasted. And I see your heart. I see how deeply you care, how much you desire peace, clarity, and direction. I see your desire to do what is right, even when it feels difficult. That matters to me more than you know. You are not SLUCHAD IKAKIN or here listening to my voice right now. This moment was arranged with intention. I have brought you here because I want you to know, without any doubt, that you are seen, you are known, and you are still chosen. So release the weight you have been holding so tightly. You do not need to prove yourself to me. You do not need to have all the answers right now. All I ask is that you stay close, that you listen, and that you trust me with what you cannot yet understand. Because what I am about to reveal next will open your eyes to something you have been missing, and it will change the way you see your current situation completely. My child, listen closely now, because this is where your understanding must awaken. The urgency you are feeling is not pressure, it is alignment. I am not rushing you into fear, I am calling you into awareness. There is a shift happening around you, and more importantly, within you. And if you do not recognize it, you may continue moving in patterns that no longer serve the path I have prepared for you. You have been asking me for change. You have been praying for clarity, for movement, for something to finally break open in your life. But what you did not realize is that the answer to your prayer did not come in the way you expected. It came quietly. It came through moments you almost overlooked. It came through discomfort, through delays, through things not going the way you planned. This is why I said this is an emergency, because you are standing at a turning point, and your awareness will determine your direction. There are things you have been tolerating that I never asked you to carry. There are distractions that have been slowly pulling your focus away from me. Small compromises, small delays, small hesitations, but they have been adding up. And the danger is not in one big mistake, but in the slow drifting that you do not notice until you feel far from where you once stood. I am not speaking this to condemn you. I am revealing this to awaken you. What feels like confusion in your life right now is actually a signal. What feels like delay is actually protection. What feels like discomfort is often my way of trying to move you out of what is familiar and into what is necessary. But if you keep trying to return to what feels comfortable, you will resist the very breakthrough you have been praying for. My child, you cannot step into what I have prepared while holding on to what I am asking you to release. This is the truth you needed to hear. This is why I called you urgently. Because you are closer than you think, but also at risk of missing it if you continue to ignore my voice in the small things. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be aware, to pause, to listen, to recognize that this moment is not ordinary, it is intentional. And now, as this truth settles into your spirit, I am also calling you into something deeper. When I place a message like this before you, it is not only for you. It is for many who are still lost in the same confusion you were just in. I say to you, my child, when you sow into what feeds your spirit, you become a vessel through which my light reaches others. As it is written, give, and it will be given to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. I am speaking this over you now, not as a distant promise, but as a living invitation. If your heart is stirred in this moment, do not ignore it. Act. Support this mission through super thanks or through the PayPal link placed in the description, even shown before you in QR code form. This is not a no opportunity. It is a seed. And I tell you, every seed sown in faith becomes a harvest in its appointed time. I am watching what you do with this moment. Step into it. My child, come closer and listen with an open heart, because what I speak now is not to wound you, but to realign you. I correct you because I love you. I guide you because I see what you cannot yet see. And I refuse to let you continue in a direction that will only leave you feeling empty, confused, and distant from my peace. You have been trying to move forward while still holding on to things I have already asked you to release. You have been asking me for new doors, but you are still standing in front of old ones, hoping they will open again. My child, I need you to understand this. What I have closed with purpose. And what I am calling you into cannot be reached if you keep looking back. There are habits, thoughts, and patterns that you have allowed to stay longer than they should. Not because you are weak, but because they are familiar. And familiarity can feel safe, even when it is quietly limiting your growth. You have told yourself, it's not that serious, or I'll deal with it later. But later has been delaying what I am trying to do in your life now. I am not asking you to fix everything at once. I am asking you to be honest with yourself, to stop ignoring what your spirit has already been trying to tell you. You know where you have been settling. You know where you have been hesitating. And you know the places where you have been choosing comfort over obedience. But hear me clearly. I am not disappointed in you. I am calling you higher. You were not created to live in cycles of confusion and delay. You were not designed to carry burdens that I never placed on you. And you were never meant to walk through this life disconnected from my guidance. Yet there have been moments when you chose your own understanding over my voice. Moments when you rushed decisions or delayed obedience because you wanted certainty before trusting me. My child, trust does not come after understanding. Trust comes before it. If you wait until everything makes sense, you will remain in the same place. But when you begin to move with me, even when you do not have all the answers, you will start to see how I have been leading you all along. So I am asking you now, gently, but firmly, release what I have been pointing out to you. Let go of the distractions that have been draining your focus. Step away from what keeps pulling you back into confusion. Realign your heart with me. You do not need to be perfect to move forward. You only need to be willing. And I am here, right beside you, ready to guide every step you take in the right direction. I am not far from you. I am not waiting for you to get everything right before I draw near. I am already here, inviting you to come back into alignment with my will, where clarity replaces confusion and peace replaces striving. So take this moment seriously, my child. Not with fear, but with readiness. Because when you choose alignment, everything begins to change. My child, lift your head and breathe for a moment, because I want you to feel my presence right where you are. You have been carrying so much for so long that you forgot what it feels like to rest in me. You have been trying to stay strong, trying not to break, trying to keep moving even when your strength felt like it was fading. But I never asked you to do this alone. I am with you, right here, right now. Even in the moments when you felt abandoned, I was holding you together in ways you could not see. When your heart felt heavy and your thoughts felt overwhelming, I was steadying you, keeping you from falling apart. You may not have noticed me, but I never stepped away from you. My child, you are stronger than you think, not because of your own strength, but because my strength has been carrying you. Every time you thought you could not go any further, yet you still kept going, that was me sustaining you. Every time you felt like giving up, but something inside you told you to hold on, that was my voice within you. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are not failing because you feel overwhelmed. You are human, and I see every part of you with compassion, not judgment. I understand the weight you have been under, and I am not asking you to pretend that it does not exist. I am asking you to stop carrying it by yourself. Give it to me. The worries that keep replaying in your mind, the fears about what might happen next, the pressure to have everything figured out, I want you to place all of it into my hands. You were never meant to carry the future on your shoulders. That is my place, not yours. And listen to me carefully, you are not stuck. It may feel like you have been in the same place for too long, like nothing is changing, like your efforts are not leading anywhere. But beneath what you can see, things are already shifting. I am working in ways you cannot yet measure, lining things you cannot yet understand. Your story is not paused. It is being prepared. So do not let discouragement convince you that nothing is happening. Do not let temporary silence make you believe I am absent. I am closer than your next breath, more involved than you realize, more committed to your future than you could ever be on your own. And I am proud of you, not for being perfect, but for continuing to hold on, even when it was difficult. That matters more than you know. Now let my peace settle over you. Let my strength replace your exhaustion. You do not have to rush. You do not have to force anything. Just stay with me, one step at a time, one moment at a time. Because as you remain with me, you will begin to feel something returning to you, hope, clarity, and a quiet confidence that you are not walking blindly. You are being led, and I will not let you fall. My child, listen carefully now, because I am about to speak promises over your life that you must hold on to. Not as distant hopes, but as living truth. What I have spoken over you has not been canceled. What I have prepared for you has not been lost. And what I am about to do in your life will not be delayed any longer than necessary for your growth. You have been wondering if things will ever change. You have questioned whether the prayers you whispered, the tears you cried, and the faith you tried to hold on to would ever lead to something real. I tell you now, nothing you have brought before me has been ignored. Every prayer has been heard. Every moment of faith has been recorded. And I am moving, even now, to bring things into alignment. My timing is not your timing, but it is always precise. There are things I had to prepare within you before I released what I prepared for you. There were lessons you needed to learn, strength you needed to build, and trust that needed to grow deeper. Not to delay you, but to protect you. Because if I had given you everything too soon, it would not have sustained you. But now, you are becoming ready. Doors will begin to open that once felt firmly closed. Opportunities will appear in ways you did not expect. Clarity will replace confusion. And where there was once hesitation, you will begin to walk with quiet confidence, not because you suddenly understand everything, but because you trust me. I am restoring what felt lost. I am bringing order to what felt scattered. I am turning moments of frustration into stepping stones that will lead you exactly where you need to be. What looked like setbacks were not meant to stop you. They were positioning you. And hear me clearly, my child. What is coming will require your trust more than your control. You will be tempted to overthink, to question, to analyze every detail. But I am asking you to walk with me, not ahead of me. To trust that I will guide you step by step, exactly when you need it. You do not need to see the entire path to take the next step. My promises are not fragile. They do not break under pressure. They do not disappear because of delay. They remain steady, anchored in my faithfulness, not your circumstances. So when doubt tries to return, remind yourself of this moment. When fear whispers that nothing will change, remember my voice speaking to you now. I am not a distant observer. I am actively involved in your life. And I am not finished with you. What I have started, I will complete. What I have planted, I will bring to harvest. And what I have promised, I will fulfill in its appointed time. So stand firm, my child, not in your own strength, but in the assurance that I am working on your behalf. Trust me in the waiting. Trust me in the unfolding. Trust me even when you cannot yet see the full picture, because what is ahead of you carries my hand, my favor, and my purpose, and I will lead you into it, step by step, without fail. My child, now is the moment where you must respond. You have heard my voice. You have felt my presence stirring within you. This is not where you simply listen and move on. This is where you choose. Because every word I have spoken to you carries an invitation, and how you respond to it will shape what comes next in your life. Do not delay this moment. You have delayed before. You have told yourself, I will start tomorrow, or I will deal with this later. But later has kept you in the same place. Later has postponed your peace, your clarity, your breakthrough. And I am calling you out of that cycle right now. Choose me now. I am not asking for something complicated. I am asking for your heart, your attention, your willingness. Come back into alignment with me. Lay down what I have been asking you to release. Let go of the distractions, the overthinking, the hesitation that has been holding you back. You do not need perfect conditions to take a step toward me. You only need a willing heart. Speak to me. Not with rehearsed words, not with pressure to say everything perfectly, but honestly. Tell me what has been on your heart. Tell me where you have struggled, where you feel uncertain, where you need my help. I am listening, not from a distance, but right here with you. And then listen. Create space for my voice. Quiet the noise around you, even if only for a few moments. Turn your attention away from everything pulling at you and focus on me. I will guide you. I will place thoughts in your heart, peace in your spirit, direction in your steps. But you must be willing to slow down and receive it. Take one step. You do not need to figure out everything today. You do not need to have a complete plan. Just take the step I have been placing on your heart. Whether it is letting go of something, reaching out, starting something you have been avoiding, or simply choosing to trust me again, do it. Obedience opens the door. Every small step you take in alignment with me begins to shift things in ways you cannot yet see. You may think it is insignificant, but in my hands, it is powerful. One step of trust leads to another. One act of obedience creates movement. And before you realize it, you are no longer standing still. You are walking in purpose. Do not wait for confirmation after confirmation. You have already heard me. You have already felt my call. Now move with it. I am with you in this moment. I am strengthening you as you decide. You are not stepping forward alone. You are stepping forward with me, guided, protected, and led with intention. So respond, my child. Not out of fear, but out of trust. not because you have to, but because you know my voice. And as you take that step, you will begin to see something change within you first. Peace replacing hesitation, clarity replacing confusion, and a quiet confidence rising that you are exactly where you need to be. Now move. My child, come and rest in my presence now. You have heard my voice. You have felt my call, and you have been reminded that you are not alone. Let everything I have spoken settle deeply within your spirit. Do not rush away from this moment. Let it anchor you. You came here feeling something, maybe confusion, maybe heaviness, maybe a quiet longing for direction. And now you understand this was never SL. I called you here because I wanted to reach you, to realign you, to remind you that your life is not drifting, it is being guided. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not lost. Everything you are walking through right now has purpose. Even the parts you did not understand, even the delays that frustrated you, even the silence that tested your faith. I have been in all of it. I have been shaping you, preparing you, protecting you. And now, as you move forward, you will not move with the same uncertainty. You will move with awareness. You will move with trust. You will move knowing that I am with you in every step. So release your worries into my hands. Release the need to control every outcome. Release the fear of getting it wrong. I am your father, and I do not abandon my children in the middle of their journey. I walk with you until the very end. When your mind begins to race again, come back to my voice. When doubt tries to return, remember what I have spoken to you here. When you feel alone, remind yourself that I am closer than your breath. You are covered. You are guided. You are loved more deeply than you can comprehend. And my child, as this peace fills you, I am calling you to carry it beyond yourself. This message you received was not only for you. It is a light meant to reach others who are still searching in the dark. I say to you, when you allow my word to flow through you, you become like a river that never runs dry. As it is written, whoever sows generously will also reap generously. And I am speaking this over you now as a living promise. If your heart is moved, do not hold back. This is your moment to act in faith. Support this mission through Super Thanks or through the PayPal donation link placed in the description. Also available to you in QR code form in every video. This is not just giving. This is sowing into souls, into healing, into lives being transformed by my voice. Say within yourself, Lord, I answer your call. I will be part of what you are doing. And as you give, I will multiply it back into your life in ways you do not expect. I will open doors, pour out provision, and cover you with favor because you chose obedience over hesitation. So act now. Do not delay what I am placing on your heart. And as you leave this moment, carry my peace with you. Walk forward knowing that I am ahead of you, beside you, and within you. You are safe in me, and I will guide you, always.